Hey gamers, it's G from the corner, and you guys, holy guacamole, oh man, oh baby, wowie zowie. Penny's Big Breakaway. You guys need to play Penny's Big Breakaway. Alright, we're just cutting right to the chase. This game is phenomenal. This game is an easy Game of the Year contender for me, at least right now, in the year of 2024, which will likely be known as the year of the smaller games that nobody would have played if the bigger games were coming out, because there's not too many big games coming out after Final Fantasy. Let's be real, guys. Small games, come on, come out, so we can all support you and get you all the money so you can make even more bigger games. Yeah, woo! Penny's Big Breakaway is so good, guys. You need to play this game. Made by Evening Star. Who's Evening Star? The guys who made Sonic Mania. That's, yeah, okay, alright, you need to play this game. I think I literally could end the review right here, because if you don't know, Sonic Mania was a video game that came out in 2017, made by a bunch of Sonic fans that got the license to do it for some reason, and it was very good 2D platformer, and now you tell me they're making a 3D platformer? Oh my goodness. This game is so good. This game is phenomenal. You play as this little mouse person, Benny. I think they look like a mouse. Everybody I know I talk to says that person looks like a mouse, and they're expecting the animal because it's the Sonic guys. Alright, you play as Penny, who's a little yo-yo girl. She has a yo-yo, and then the yo-yo gets possessed by some weird stuff and gets a bunch of new moves. And now you have a bunch of cool moves in a 3D platforming space. There's a little plot with some performer guy, and you know, he's evil. It doesn't matter that much. It's cute, it's charming, it gets the job done, but what you're here for is the raw moment-to-moment gameplay, and it does not disappoint here. You use this yo-yo mechanic to kind of just, like, spin around the stage. The game immediately recommends that you use this twin stick setup. Essentially, you would move with the left stick, fire your yo-yo with the right stick, allowing you to shoot in any direction while you're running, and jump with the bumpers and use the triggers to go into this sort of roller mode when you hit the ground. It's insane. When you're in the air, you have like so much air mobility. So one jump in the air, you can throw out your yo-yo and kind of swing on it like it's a vine or something. You can double tap the Y button or flick in a direction twice to kind of dash forward, and you even get a double jump on top of that. It's a very weak double jump, so it's not like you're jumping twice. It's more like you're kind of repositioning yourself, a la Mario spin jump, but maybe a bit weaker. It's the kind of double jump I like. Double jumps are usually used to just kind of, oh, we have bad platforming, it's fine. You can jump a second time when you're in the air. This game has, oh my god, so much movement. You know, you can like dash into like the roller move, which basically allows you to kind of ride your yo-yo as if it's like a Segway or something on the ground, and it has so much it's so much momentum built into it, because you can, if you go down a slope, you get so much speed on this thing. It feels so good to control. Oh man, the controls in and of itself, that feels like that's the main thing I'm selling you on here. Like, how does this game play? It plays amazingly. There are gimmicks in each stage that kind of work with the yo-yo. Sometimes you'll be flinging onto something and it'll like launch you forward. Sometimes you'll go through some hoops. You'll jump through a geyser. You'll like teleport into Trumpet. You'll go through invisible platforms. Just so many different mechanics. One level in particular, it's like a restaurant level that takes place atop a volcano, and you're running across these giant frying pans, completing missions that require you to boil butter. Melt butter? You're melting the butter, you're not boiling it, for these denizens. That's another thing. This game has a number of collectibles, 6 collectibles per stage, 3 of these tokens that are out of sight. You know, you kind of have to try and sneak around looking for them, and then 3 people you'll encounter as you're playing through the level who will give you certain tasks to do. Maybe, hey, could you come look for this thing? Hey, could you collect these items in a time limit? Hey, could you get a combo multiplier this high? Hey, could you bring this thing to this guy without it getting damaged? You know, like, just very chill and simple missions. Nothing too crazy, nothing too, you know, unexpected, but there's a variety, and you see the variety, and, you know, whenever it shows up, it's like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. Why not? There's just so much to these levels, man. They're long. They have a lot going on in them. Each of them has their own gimmick, you know. There's 11 whole worlds in this game, all with their own themes and music. Oh man, the music. It's T-Lopes. It's some other guys that they brought in that all sound about as good as T-Lopes, unlike Sonic Superstars, where you have T-Lopes bringing out one good track and everybody else shits the bed. No. These guys were all on the same page. They made a banger soundtrack. Every single song in this soundtrack is pure ecstasy. These guys really went so hard on the OST. Oh man, T is the GOAT, and this game won't be nominated for Best Soundtrack at the Game Awards because Jeff's a hack and he'll only nominate the orchestral stuff that barely has a distinguishable melody. Yeah, woo! As you can probably tell, I'm very passionate about this game. I've heard about it, you know, back in the June Direct. The devs behind Sonic Mania made a video game. Holy cow, that's like the video game dream team right there. They're actually making another game, and not crippled by Sega, not their own IP, their own works. They know what they're doing. They're going for a sort of low poly style, but not really low poly. It's more so just like vibrant low color palette style that I really like. Honestly, it looks very good. And it's going to have all these fun power-ups and gimmicks, and I was just eagerly waiting, man, because I was like, man, they said early 2024, when's it dropping? And then it got shadow dropped at the partner showcase, and I literally went to get my wisdom teeth out like 2 hours later. I was in pain. I could barely feel my lower lip, but I was enjoying this game for the past week. Let's be real. Good stuff. Very good stuff from them. I highly recommend this game. But is there any faults? Come on, there's got to be some faults. It can't be all perfect. And okay, I'll be real. I'll be honest. There is one fault in particular. There's two things. There's two things that I can very easily just put down as, yeah, these are kind of issues I have with the game. One is the levels themselves. So here's the thing, guys. There's 11 worlds, right? Which means, sets of levels. The levels within said worlds are very much just indistinguishable. It's like old Sonic 1 zones where there's like 3 acts in a zone, and there's not really much you can tell me that Green Hill 1 and 3 do differently from the second stage. There are 4 levels in the first world that all look like the exact same, have the same music, and have just same gimmicks in like different setups. The game's still very fun, so it's not like I wasn't enjoying myself during these. I feel like they just really like their mechanics, and we're like, let's just keep doing them. Like, can we do this? Can we do this? Yeah, we can do those. Okay, cool, we're gonna do that. That's just kind of what happened, and like, it's fine. The game is still very, very good. It's just, I kind of wish either they had less levels, or we got like, more Act 2 versions of the stages, just like how you would expect in like how Sonic Mania presented it. Act 1 is like one way, and Act 2 has new music and is a different way. I thought that was pretty cool, but obviously maybe that wasn't within their scope. Maybe we'd only get 6 worlds if that was the case, if they had to make all the levels distinct. I think this is fine. They clearly just were like, let's make some more levels. They made some more levels. So you know what? Honestly, more power to them. I still enjoyed myself thoroughly all the way through. The biggest complaint I could possibly throw at them was maybe the just like technical bugs. There were a few I ran into where I was like, hey, I'm kind of stuck through this thing. There's a clip of me just falling through the earth for like 10 minutes. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that in the video. Thankfully, you could restart from checkpoints, almost like they knew that something was going to slip through the cracks, and it did. But the game is still very fun in spite of these issues. There's very few of them, whatsoever. It's not like everything looks like crap as well, and the game doesn't run at all. Like, no, the game looks great, the game runs great. It's just that every once in a while I'll be like, this is a bit wonky, but it's fine. Like, there's so many the mechanics here are crazy and in depth, and the physics are so good that eventually something's gonna slip through the cracks, and you're gonna break things a little bit, right? That's far from enough for me to criticize the game, though, that's for sure. I guess maybe if you're not a fan of the $40 Canadian price tag for it, then wait for a sale. But honestly, these guys deserve your money. They're hard-working devs. They made a banger game. They made a game that's going to go down this year for a lot of people, myself included. People will not shut up about this game until the end of the year. Let's be real. All right, so I think you should just check it out as soon as possible. I highly recommend it. It's just a stellar 3D platformer from some people who brought you a stellar 2D platformer about, oh my god, 7 years ago now? Oof, that game came out a while ago. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's review. Check out the game. Please check out the game on PC, Switch, whatever you want to buy it on. And keep yourselves cornered for more reviews, coverage, all sorts of goody gaming things, gaming content, gaming videos very, very soon. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.